Inland Piracy on Mosh 3. This is an update, okay? I've been pulled over many times and forced to sign contracts that said I was driving when I wasn't. I was traveling. Driving means for hire, okay? And one of the things about those contracts that the foreign corporations are doing and posing as the government, which is the Highway Patrol, the police officers, and the sheriffs as well, one of the things that they're not doing is giving full disclosure of the terms of the contract when you sign. So they're not telling you that you're being unlawfully converted into a corporation so that they can apply corporate color of law on you. Okay, so the description of this channel is teaching color of law through skateboarding. So color of law is United States codes of federal regulations, any codes, uniform commercial codes, any insurances, any registrations, any certifications. None of that stuff is God's laws. Okay, that's all color of law. So to simplify it, it's man-made laws. That's color of law. So I'm going to read you something out of this. And at this point on American soil and land, this is part of the common law, okay? But I want to read you something that the corporate preachers will never talk about in the churches, okay? This is Colossians 2:14. Okay? And putting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, he even took it out of the way and fastened it upon the cross. And Christ himself said, my kingdom is not of this world. So anyways, let me take a walk here. The update of this, all of these times I've been pulled over and unlawfully trafficked off of the land and soil into the law of water. Anyway, so I'm looking for another job, and I thought, okay, I'll look up funeral home jobs because they could be peaceful because everyone's dead. Okay, so as I'm looking for jobs, of course they want a driver's license, right? Some of them. So I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity to go to the DMV and see this license, okay, the license, which is not mine because it's not in English. My name is not in English, and it's all capital letters. And anything that somebody else can take away from you, revoke, suspend, destroy, and make you pay debts for, and all that, it's not yours. It's someone else's. Okay, it's an instrument in commerce. That's the truth. Anyway, so I went to the DMV. Now remember, I've mailed back tickets for 7 years. 4 counties, Napa, Berkeley, Sacramento, and I forgot the other county right now. And in Sacramento, at least 5 times, I've mailed tickets back and told them I don't consent with your private foreign contract, okay? And you guys have been seeing this on this channel, so that's why I wanted to tell you the update, okay? So I go to the DMV, and I tell them, hey, I want to update this license. And I had the old one with me, and she said, okay, let me see it. And so then she says, she looks it up and she goes, oh, you have a bunch of failure to appears. And I simply said, that's impossible. And she said, well, that's what it says. And I said, well, that's impossible. Now, I didn't tell her this because I don't have to, but the reason why that's impossible is because living men and women can't fail to appear in those courts because those courts are for corporations only. Color of law. Remember? Only fictions are there. It's all pretend and make-believe. Believe it or not. That's why you need a lawyer to represent you, because you don't know where you're at and who you are. That's the truth. This is admiralty law, maritime law. So she says, well, I'll go to the back and talk to them in the back and see what they say. And I said, can you do me a favor? I said, can you take this passport? Now remember the video that I made. Do you know where you are? Where I called the Department of State. Okay, go listen to that one. So anyways, I got a U.S. passport and filled it out saying that I am not a U.S. citizen, because a U.S. citizen is chattel inside of a foreign corporation. That's the truth. And if you've been watching my videos here, and hopefully other ones, then you know that by now. Okay? So anyways, I said, can you please take this U.S. passport back, and so that in case there's any similar name fraud. That's what I said. She said, okay. So she comes back and she says, well, they're making another call and I'll call you back up. And I said, okay. So 10 minutes goes by. She calls me back up and she says, okay, they cleared everything up. That'll be $45. That's what happened. So I'm just telling you. So they gave me a temporary driver's license. You know, it's not my name. It's all capital letter fiction. It's the straw man. It's the CEST UKV. It's an instrument in commerce. It's an image of me, right? The 10 Commandments. That's the common law. Our 10 Commandments at this point on America. That is a major part of it. And one of the 10 Commandments is, thou shalt not worship false images and idols. Is that I sent off I corrected my status and I sent off my nationality paperwork to these entities first, in registered mail, return receipt signed to tons of them. So that's the most important part of the process that I did. You know, so it's deadly and dangerous, because you know who is the ruler of the law of water? Yeah, Lucifer. In the Bible, it says the beast will rise out of the sea. All right, here it is. It's all capital letters. So, under the Chicago Manual of Styles, that is on page 665. It is American Sign Language. This is language for the illiterate. And it's also under foreign language. So this is in the Chicago Manual of Style. So this writing here is a foreign language. I can't read it. But it appears to say interim driver's license. And once again, this is how to write, how you write your autograph. A signature is in commerce, and autograph is on the land. That says by ... Joshua Eli Crockett, UCC 1-308, which is the Uniform Commercial Code remedy that says all rights are reserved. And the right that I am reserving, once again, is unlimited contracting, which means I can rescind my signatures, I can tell them I don't consent, and everyone's allowed to do that. And this video here is evidence and truth that with faith of a mustard seed, the truth shall set you free. You know, I just want to tell you something that I just read. Okay, this is from John, the Holy Gospel of Jesus Christ according to John. And this is 1:5. And it says, and that light shineth in the wilderness, and the darkness comprehendeth it not. And I wrote, the truth cancels all fiction.